Hello students, in the previous video we studied about Krebs cycle, the cyclic pathway of Krebs cycle. Now in this video I am going to explain you output or balance sheet of Krebs cycle. So now let's study this balance sheet of Krebs cycle with respect to ATP formation and then water molecule formation of water formation and carbon dioxide formation. So in the previous video I explained why we are studying this output or balance sheet with respect to ATP formation, water formation and carbon dioxide formation. Right, ATP formation. So this ATP can be formed through SLP and even through OP, oxidative phosphorylation. During Krebs cycle, SLP occurs only at one step, that is at a seventh step. So how many ATPs will be formed? Only one ATP will be formed. Now I am taking ATP, I am giving the number of ATP with respect to one cyclic pathway of Krebs cycle, that is for the oxidation, breakdown of one molecule of acetyl coenzyme A. Okay, after taking all these ATPs for one cyclic pathway, let's double those number of ATP for two cyclic pathways of Krebs cycle. Why for two cyclic pathways? Because when glucose undergoes partial oxidation into two molecules of pyruvic acid by the end of glycolysis, these two molecules of pyruvic acid enters into mitochondrial matrix where they undergo oxidative decarboxylation, resulting in the formation of two molecules of acetyl-CoA. So these two molecules of acetyl-CoA enters into cyclic pathways of Krebs cycle. So per one acetyl coenzyme A, one cycle of Krebs cycle will be continued, and for another molecule of acetyl coenzyme A, another pathway, another cycle of Krebs cycle will be continued. So we calculate for one glucose, we have to calculate two cyclic pathways of Krebs cycle. First, I am calculating the number of ATP for one cyclic pathway of Krebs cycle. Then let's double this number of ATPs and even water molecules and carbon dioxide also. Okay, so how many SLPs occurs? Only one SLP, that is at seventh step. So one ATP will be formed. Right. Next, OP. OP is nothing but oxidative phosphorylation. In the previous video I explained what is this oxidative phosphorylation. Okay, which occurs through ETS. So here through OP, how many NADH2s are formed actually? How many NADH plus H plus are formed? 3 NADH plus H plus. So what we discussed, 1 NADH plus H plus is equals to how many ATPs? 3 ATPs. So 3 into 3 ATP becomes 9 ATP. 9 ATP. Okay, next coming to how many FADH2s are formed? Only one FADH2 is formed. So 1 FADH2 is equals to 2 ATP and 1 NADH2 is equals to 3 ATP. When they undergo oxidation through ETS, 1 NADH2 results in the formation of 3 ATPs and 1 FADH2 results in the formation of 2 ATPs. So 1 FADH2, so 2 ATPs. So totally how many ATPs are formed? 12 ATPs are formed per one cycle of Krebs cycle. Now for two cycles into 2. So totally how many are formed? How many ATPs are formed? 24 ATPs are formed totally. 24 ATP. In the previous video I explained, we have seen how many ATPs must be formed through Krebs cycle. We have seen the calculation. So 24 ATPs must be formed. So now 24 ATPs are formed through Krebs cycle. Next, water formation. So water formation occurs by direct formation of water. So this is direct formation of water. What is this direct formation of water? Water which is formed by dehydration. Direct formation of water. So how many water molecules are formed directly? How many dehydrations occur actually during Krebs cycle? Only one dehydration, where that is at second step. So how many water molecules are formed? By dehydration, one water molecule. Now metabolic water. What is metabolic water? I explained you in the previous video when I was explaining about the balance sheet of glycolysis. So you can go through that video to know about what is metabolic water. So metabolic water. So metabolic water is nothing but the water which is formed through ETS by the oxidation of NADH2 or FADH2 is called as metabolic water. So how many NADH2s are there? 3 NADH2. How many FADH2s are there? 1 FADH2. So how many water molecules? 4 water molecules. 3 NADH2 is equals to 3 water molecules. 1 FADH2 is equals to 1 water molecule. So totally how many water molecules? 4 water molecules are formed. So now total number of water molecules formed per one cyclic pathway of Krebs cycle is 5 water molecules. Among these 5 water molecules, how many water molecules are used up? 4 water molecules are used up. Why 4 water molecules are used up? Because hydrations occur during this Krebs cycle. At how many places, at how many steps? 4 steps. What are those steps? First step, third step, 7th step and 9th step. All odd numbers except 5th step. So how many water molecules are used? So total number of water molecules formed are 5 water molecules per one cycle of Krebs cycle, cyclic pathway of Krebs cycle. How many are used? Used are 4. So what is the net gain of water molecules? 1 water molecule. So per one cyclic pathway, 1 water molecule. Per 2 cyclic pathways, 2. 1 plus 1 or 1 into 2. 2 water molecules. That is, so net gain of water molecules through Krebs cycle is 2. Net gain of ATP through Krebs cycle is 24. Now let's see carbon dioxide formation. How many molecules of carbon dioxide is formed through Krebs cycle? So how many molecules of, how many decarboxylations occur? Carbon dioxide formation occurs through decarboxylation only. What is this decarboxylation? Removal of carbon dioxide. At how many steps it occurs? 2 steps. That is at 5th step and 6th step. So decarboxylation, through decarboxylation how many? 2 molecules of carbon dioxide is formed per one cycle of Krebs cycle. So 2 into 2 for 2 cycles. So totally how many carbon dioxides will be formed? 4 carbon dioxides will be formed. So this is about the output or balance sheet of Krebs cycle. So the aim of Krebs cycle is to form 24 ATPs, 2 molecules of water and 4 molecules of carbon dioxide by the complete oxidation of 2 molecules of acetyl coenzyme 8, which are released after the oxidative decarboxylation of pyruvic acid inside the mitochondrial matrix. So this is all about Krebs cycle. In the next video, I will be explaining about ETS. Let's start with ETS in the next video. ETS is nothing but electron transport system or electron transport chain. Hope you understood this concept. Thank you, students.